What's going on, everybody? It's your boy BIGRO 206 here with a little bit of E3 talk for you. It's what most gamers wait for every year. Is the E3 conference is coming up this coming weekend, starting June 10th, Saturday, June 10th. Starting with EA, going into Microsoft and Bethesda being all on the first day. Me and the Keymaster are going to be doing our own little predictions for each little sub-conference. Starting with EA, that's the one video you'll see today. E3 is looking like it's going to be coming back to its former glory, man. The last 2, 3, 4 years, E3 hasn't really been much. A lot of the developers and a lot of the companies have chosen to do their own conferences outside of E3 and not within the conference. They reopened it to the public. They're going to be live streaming everything this year. All great options. I think bringing E3 back to the forefront is going to be very important, especially with a lot of leaked information about certain games. There's going to be some pretty cool games coming out this next year or two, and this is where we're going to get all this information that we've been waiting for. So starting with E3, or EA, excuse me, EA. Obviously, first and foremost, EA is going to stick with their first-person shooter speed sports. That's what they do. Don't really think we're going to see much different out of that realm. These are my predictions for what they're going to really be announcing in their conference. Now, EA has chosen to do their own conference outside of E3 again in Hollywood. I don't know if it's smart. EA kind of does the same run-of-the-mill stuff. So it's really... I think they should really go back into being a part of the conference again, if they choose to do so, obviously. Anyway, first and foremost, the sports games. FIFA 18, Madden 18. Pretty much perennials on EA's roster. Everybody loves FIFA. I mean, everybody loves FIFA. I mean, that game has really taken off over the last, 4, 5, 6 years. Don't think we're going to see much mechanically change. They may make some tweaks to the My Team, which has been a very popular for YouTube and very popular game mode, as well as in Madden. I think they need to make a few tweaks to those things because that's what people play. That's what people, they buy their card packs. They buy all this stuff. I mean, there's people who put thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in microtransactions just to get cards for their My Team players. If there's a good deal, I might throw, $20 at it or whatever, but I never stick with it long enough to really become competitive with it or anything like that. Sometimes I just pick up Madden just for the fun of it because I like playing football. I used to play all of the old Maddens, 95, 96, 97, early 2000s. I kind of jumped out of it for a while. They just seem to be the same thing over and over and over again, and I just kind of decided not to. But Madden 18, FIFA 18, obviously going to be announced at E3. I'm pretty sure it's my prediction. Also, Need for Speed, I believe, is getting a new title. It's called Payback, if I remember correctly. Need for Speed's been a mainstay for EA for quite some time, back to old Underground days. Underground 2, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. It's been an EA game forever. They're making talks of it kind of going back to that Underground 2 setup, which would be really exciting because I spent a lot of time on those games. Not one for racing games or anything like that, but, the Street Racer storyline kind of, that kind of feel. I really dig that. So it might be a nice game to have on the side just to kind of break up the monotony of the first-person shooters that I play all the time or trying to play For Honor, as you guys know. What else? Don't think we're going to get any new information on Battlefield unless it's about a new DLC. I don't think they're going to be announcing a new Battlefield game. That's my prediction again. But Star Wars Battlefront 2 has already had a lot of information leaked about it. I feel, me personally, Battlefront 2 is going to be a contender for first-person shooter game of the year. Again, just one of my predictions. They're beefing up their single-player story, beefing up their multiplayer options. It was already an okay game. I didn't really get a chance to play the first Battlefront that was out last year, which was mainly a multiplayer game, but I'm a big Star Wars fan. They're putting in some of the new characters, Kylo Ren, excuse me, and the other characters from Force Awakens and Rogue One, things like that. So that could be really cool. I mean, if they do this right, it can be a mainstay in the first-person shooter world. The Call of Duties, the Battlefields, the Titanfalls, the Destiny 2 is coming out September 8th. I think if they do it correctly, Battlefront 2 can be in contention for the game of the year for first-person shooter genre. My last prediction is that I know that a section of EA, I think EA Edmonds, which is a branch of EA, has been working on a new IP. I believe it's called Dylan. And I don't quote me on that, but I believe I read something that they've been working on an action adventure game. I want to say similar to like a Dying Light, similar to like a Drake's Fortune, similar to, Last of Us type of deal. I'm not really for sure the particulars, but I'm pretty sure the game's name is Dylan, and I think we're gonna get a lot of information about that this coming conference. EA needs something new. I believe that they need to step out of their three main genres and put something out there that's new and fresh. Obviously, their sports games are perennial. Obviously, Battlefield is a perennial game or every other year game. Obviously, Need for Speed has gotten, this will be like its 10th title or something like that. All these games have been around or are always around every year. I think if for EA to become a contender in this industry, they need to put out something new, something fresh, even if it's just something new or fresh for them. So this Dylan game could really be a good branch, a good olive branch to the industry saying, hey, we're not just a sports racing game company. We're not just dabbling in first-person shooters. We are a legitimate game development team player in this game. So look out for Battlefront 2 information. Look out for Need for Speed Payback information. Don't think we're going to get much different in Madden 18 or FIFA 18 as far as mechanics, but they may throw some new stuff in there for the My Team and the cards and things like that. Look out for that. And also, look out for the information on Dylan. I believe that's the name of the game. I could be wrong, but if my prediction is right, me and the Keymaster are doing a little bit of competition. So if either one of our predictions are more correct than the other, we'll get 5 points per video. At the end, we'll figure out what the stakes are. But right now, it's a little competition between both of us. Obviously, I need to do my homework a little bit more to make sure I have good contending information for the Keymaster. Because he's a research whiz, man. He follows up on this stuff all day long. And I'm just kind of bringing up the rear end here. Sorry, I look a little bit tired. I'm still recovering from my vacation. And this work week has been brutal as of yet. I think we're already in Wednesday. Are we in Wednesday? I think we're on Wednesday. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. EA, Battlefront 2, Need for Speed Payback, FIFA, Madden, Dylan, Battlefield DLC maybe. That's my predictions. Saturday, June 10th, live streaming. Don't forget that these videos are just pertaining our opinions and information we read off the internet. So don't take it to heart. Again, just our opinion. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to leave those in the comment box below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget the little bell next to the subscribe button so you see a video every time it comes out. We're going to be putting out a lot of E3 information coming up the week, and we also will release the changes to the channel. They're coming. I promise. Good changes. You guys will love them. If you guys like what you see, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.